Ladies and gentlemen are welcome. Today, if you ask me about what is being discussed at the Bomas of Kenya, if it is worth, if it is meaningful or helpful for this country, the best answer that I would give you is that it is not. Why? This is simply because these are matters that have always been discussed. These are issues that went up to the Supreme Court. These are issues which have always been addressed in the public domain, and the same leaders that we have always seen discussing these matters are the same people who are at the Bomas of Kenya. And to me, from my desk, I would just say the energy, the resources, and the effort that are being wasted and time at the Bomas of Kenya, that energy, resources, and time and money needs to be directed towards something else that is beneficial to this country. And another thing I would say, this is injustice to our nation. Why? This is because out of all that kind of discussion, there is nothing meaningful or tangible that will come out of it. But it is after the interests of a few Kenyans. It is to benefit a few minority who believe that they are the superiors in this country. And for your shock, you will believe what I'm saying, because it is just a normal event. What is happening at the Bomas of Kenya is just a political affair. Because at the end of the day, the common mwananchi, who is the Kenyan electorate, will not benefit out of all that discussion. Why? This is because at the end of all those discussions, you will see a few individuals or politicians are the ones who will benefit, because as at now, they are facilitated in terms of logistics. They are paid sitting allowances with the Kenyan taxpayers' money. They are eating with the Kenyan taxpayers' money. And at the end of the day, even the deals which will be signed there will only benefit but a few of them. This brings me to this point, that concerning the current affairs of our country, concerning the status of this nation, whereby we have a very increased unemployment rate for our youths. The youths of this country are really struggling because of lack of jobs, lack of opportunities, lack of resources. Kazi kwa vijana, which used to be there. This was a very positive idea that helped many young people to find themselves doing something. And out of that which they were doing, they were earning money which sustained them. If today you ask a youth who was absorbed in the previous Kazi kwa vijana during former President Uhuru Kenyatta's time, he or she will tell you that at least things were better. We would feed our families, we would find means on how we pay our bills, or even we would even pay our house rents and help our family members, that is our parents. But as of now and today, there is a lot that Kenyan youths are going through when it comes to lack of employment. And this is a serious problem in our nation. And therefore, creating an event to benefit a few leaders at the Bomas of Kenya, this is something that needs to be protested and needs to be stopped, and it needs to be cancelled. Why? This is because everything that has been discussed there, I've been following closely on the events and the discussions and those sessions. They revolve around one thing. They are just matters that were there at the Supreme Court. They were there at the Bomas of Kenya on the election days. They have been there in the public domain, and therefore it will amount to wastage of resources, time and energy, discussing the same things, the same affairs, the same issues which were brought before the Supreme Court. And at the end of the day, there will be no implementation of those things that are discussed there. At the end of the day, there are few individuals who believe or have perceived that they are the ones who are more special Kenyans than others. After that, that chapter will be closed and the same problems will exist. And Kenyans will continue to grapple with their problems, with their situations, and with their difficulties. So therefore, from my desk, I opine that there is nothing tangible or helpful or meaningful that will come from the Bomas of Kenya, but it is going to benefit a few politicians who are at the forefront to discuss and to argue on how they will benefit, how they will create positions, how they will gain by trading with the government. So that is the reality, and that is the fact which Kenyans are not told. If there is somebody who is sane, he or she will tell you that the discussions at the Bomas of Kenya needs to be halted and stopped. And I believe I've seen a few individuals have gone to court to pray for the same, because they too believe that there is nothing that is going to come out of the Bomas of Kenya other than discussions that will benefit only a few individuals. So, on my closing remarks, you as an individual, you as a Kenyan, either you are employed or you have employed yourself, the best thing that you can do to yourself or to your life, concentrate with that what you are doing. Go to work, go to that business, go to that which you are doing that is bringing you food on the table, and start to embrace the situations, embrace the current affairs, because from the look of the things from my desk, I see us staying in this situation for the entire of 5 years, and if possible, if things won't change, then we will be in this situation until 2032. That is when the 10 years term for President Ruto comes to an end. Therefore, this notion that we will benefit, we will gain from the Bomas of Kenya, it will only benefit a few individuals, and especially politicians are the ones poised to benefit out of all the discussions that are happening there. And when you listen to the discussions, the submissions, there is nothing that is discussed that touches on the common mwananchi, the Wanjiku. There is nothing that touches on Wanjiku. And therefore, this is a moment that Kenyans need to rise up on the occasions and start to ignore such like discussions, because at the end of the day, they won't help us. They will only benefit a few individuals. Thank you. Let's meet at the comment section for your view or your opinion. God bless you.